y'all saying that's too much for me. I don't have the body shape for it. It's not gonna look good on me. I am a man. It's gonna look fine on you. I promise you. I really come up with any excuse. I've been designing this same particular skirt for 2 years now. It's gonna look fine. And they go up to 4XL. So what are you talking about?
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Hey, what's going on, family? This is Tyler for No Picks Podcast.
Family, Joe, No Picks Podcast. What's good?
All right. Listen, Joe. So that's just the first clip of a couple that I wanted to show, right? So basically, this whole thing is about. There's a new wave right now that's originating from Atlanta. I'm sure you could probably guess that of dudes wearing skirts, right? Let me play a couple more Jones, and I'm gonna ask you the question. All right.
This is a thing, bro.
This is a thing
oh
right
my
now.
god, bro.
Right Check this out.
No, I feel like I'm living in the Boondocks universe.
You look, I pull my pants up. You up, broke ass lane. You gotta get your bands up. Nigga, call me gay. I had this on camera.
All right, that's another one. Let me show you another one. But yeah, this is the wave right now on TikTok in particular. But no, this is the thing, like dudes wearing dresses. Let me scroll.
See, iCash skirt, tights, black hat threes. I would go iCash polo, iCash lace skirt on the bottoms. You go ARD drawers.
All right, and one more. This one is a little different. This is like a something that happened in New Orleans over the weekend, and it's going viral. People talking about it, right? So the people that we showed just now were kind of young bulls, right? And these are not young bulls.
It's like a gay event.
It's not a gay event. It's some kind of New Orleans thing that happens like every year.
So there's also straight men here wearing these dresses.
Apparently, supposedly a lot of them are straight men. Well, they're straight. Not all of them, I'm sure, but they're straight men in these straight dresses. What's your thoughts right now on the men in dresses wave right now?
All right, bro. We can't get canceled for this vid, right? So we gotta tread lightly, bro. Because as much as I want to say, I'm like, bro. I think one of my biggest gripes in the past like decade, right? Maybe even 15 years is that. All right, I don't know how to say this, but like society wants men to be gay so bad, bro.
Yeah.
That's the impression I get, right? They want men to be gay so bad, and I don't understand why. And to men who actually are gay and the alphabet community, listen, no hate towards y'all. Do you live your life? This is coming from a heterosexual male's perspective, someone who claims to be super straight because I only date biological women. You know what I mean? Like I'm super straight. Like I have no interest in anything else. Society wants men to be gay so bad, and it feels like it's becoming more of a thing in America. So that's my first thought, right? I'm gonna unpack, but like I said, let's be respectful, Ty. I know we usually are, but like this is making me very upset, and I'm trying to make sure I choose my words wisely, right? But what is your thought?
I mean, I don't know what it is, and I don't even because all right, the last one I showed. There were white dudes in dresses too, so it wasn't just like a black feminization thing. You know, we talked about that before. Like, oh, America wants to,
which is a thing. Men. I'm sorry, bro. I really think it's a thing.
I agree. Like, I agree with you, but I think it's also a thing that women in general just want to feminize men because for whatever reason, like I would argue that the agenda today is make women more masculine and men more feminine.
Yes,
and which is interesting because if men have these masculine, unattractive traits, then why the fuck do you want them now?
Right. Right.
Like,
they yeah. No, go ahead. Go off.
no, good. No. That's all I was saying. Go.
I agree with you. It's like it's almost contradictory where it's like women want us to be men to be more feminine or feminized, and then you complain about the lack of good, strong, masculine men.
Right.
So I just don't know. It's like a lot of these men are being created out of single parent households, mainly raised by women, in an education system that is like 85% women, in an environment that is not conducive to young little boys learning and to telling them that masculine traits are toxic.
Right.
And they turn out to be feminine, and then you complain about that. And remember, now there's the whole man keeping. Now we can't even express ourselves because now women don't want the burden of like, having our emotional, whatever, sharing our emotions.
Right.
Bro, this is so crazy. But I agree with you that I feel like women, generally speaking, want men they want us to express ourselves like them. They want us to be vulnerable like them. Right. They want us to be, They want us to be emotional like them. And it's like, bro, like that's not how we're meant to be.
No,
we're not built that way. We're not supposed to be.
Let me get on my psychology shit real quick, right? So, yes, I 100% agree with you. The move is make men more feminine, women more masculine, right? But my thing is, you should never, like, this is what women have been saying for years, right? Hey, like, men should be, they don't say feminine, they just say emotionally available. That's their little buzz term that they say, like, oh, men should just, basically they try it to be like, okay, well, you could be a man, but you should have the emotions of a woman, meaning, which is an oxymoron. That can't exist, right? It doesn't make any sense. Like, just like as a woman, you'll never have the emotions as a man. It doesn't make any sense.
Right.
And with our women, we don't expect our women to have our emotions. We don't expect that. We expect you to be irrational at times, even if something doesn't make sense. We expect that. This is something that we expect.
Right.
And we don't demonize you for being who you are, because that's just your nature.
Yeah.
However, y'all try to demonize us for being who we are, and then complain that we are who we are.
Yeah.
So you mean like that's so crazy to me. Now you go online and you see how many times on your TikTok feed or whatever, Instagram, whatever feed, you see a chick like, oh well, I carry this air conditioner upstairs 7 flights. I walk past like 4 dudes and they just say, hey, how you doing? It's or hey, like a chick be like, I had to call AAA because no man would change my tire. You mean like you're taking you want to like systematically take away the things that make a man, but then you want to complain when you're successful in doing that. And I would argue that men are complicit in this shit. And what I mean by that is, as a man, Joe, I'm not telling you nothing you don't know, but tell me if you disagree with what I'm saying, because I might be off the deep end on this one. What men are, we are natural problem solvers. What I mean by that is, our problem that we want to solve is getting pussy. So we study the landscape and be like, yo, what's the most effective way for me to do that? So different dudes have different strategies, right? Some dudes' strategy is to play the friend role for 10. Like, you listen, I'm sure you knew dudes who got in a friend zone you would never put me in a friend zone. If I ever meet a chick and she like, yo, we friends, that's a wrap. We will never talk again, because I'm not your friend. I'm here to accomplish a couple missions. Now, if we end up being together, then cool, but I'm never your friend. I'm gonna set that shit right. That's dead, right? Like, we're never gonna be friends, right?
Right.
So some dudes think they accomplish that by going in the friend zone. Some dudes trick, right? We talk about that all the time. Some dudes spend money that they don't have, take a chick to Barbados, go get a $15,000 credit card limit to take this chick and make her feel special, so he can get up in them drawers when he's super, when he's super in debt. And there's some dudes who do the simp shit, right? Like, who like, okay, well, they do the Derek Jackson shit, like, oh well, women can never do anything wrong, men are always terrible. Well, just you'll pander, but you're doing that. This is a mating strategy for you. You're doing this in order to get access to those women who you think like that shit, who's saying like, oh, I want a man that's all sensitive and all emotional, that will wear a dress, that will wear my mascara. So these niggas are doing this shit in order to get the access to these women. Now, whether they're successful or not, I can't speak on that.
You think the dudes putting on these, are they skirts? Is there a different name for them? Or are they called skirts?
I mean, they
look like skirts. All right.
Yeah, the bull.
You think the dudes wearing these skirts are doing it to try to attract women? I'm just curious. Like,
yes, I think they're doing it because they're like, hey, this is what women saying that they like. Bro, if I look through the comments, there's a lot of women like, ooh, this joint is fire.
Hey, white girls?
I mean, the couple joints I saw was black chicks, but listen, Joe, our women embrace the shit out of homosexuality. They go hard as shit for gay people.
it's such a complicated relationship with our black women in it, right? Because we talked about it before. They completely support him, but once they're mad at the straight men, they go straight into like, oh, I guess he's gay. Like all of a sudden, being gay is a bad thing now. You know what I mean? Like they use it in the pejorative. But anyway, yeah. But damn, bro. So I think so. I was gonna say this earlier. I'll say it now. But one of my biggest issues for the past like 20 years has been that they've been trying to blur the lines as to what a heterosexual male is, right? Like, I understand that there's not one way to be masculine. I understand that men are not a monolith. Masculine men are not a monolith. There are different things we can do. I understand. And there are some things, some battles I think are silly. Like, for example, if I have a pink iPhone and people are like, oh, that's gay. I'm like, bro, it's an iPhone. It's pink. It was cheap. It was discounted. I don't care about the color. Like, I'm not gay because my phone is pink. It's just pink. Like, it is what, Cameron came out of New York. They was all wearing pink with their jackets. It's like, there's different ways to express yourself, and you can do some things I think are just silly, and other things I'm like, no, that's just suspect. Like skirts will never be like, nah, bro, nah, that's just like that's a hard no. But what I'm trying to say is like they try to blur the lines of what it means to be a heterosexual male, and I don't like that because we're supposed to be tolerant and accepting of what they are. And they want to like make those lines for us so blurry, and we're like, we don't want those lines to be blurry. You know what I mean? Like, you got people like Young Thug going around calling other grown ass men baby and lover, and they're saying that they're straight men, and it's like, bro, like straight men don't act this way. No. You know what I'm saying? Like, or straight men don't, in my opinion, don't date trans women. So like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, and I feel like they hate when we try to set those boundaries, but it's like, yo, y'all gotta accept ours just like we accept yours. Right. That's my biggest frustration with this topic or this conversation is that we can't assert our boundaries because then we're transphobic or we're homophobic or we're, you know what I mean, toxic masculinity. It's like, no, we're just straight men, and that stuff is gay, and we don't want that to be characteristic of what it means to be heterosexual. It's not. Wearing a purse, you know what I mean? Remember that picture of Mos Def after he came out of Drake, and they posted that picture of him in a skirt? Bro, that broke my heart. He was wearing a whole skirt. And I'm like, bro, Mos Def, that's one of my favorite rappers. And I was just like, they got him. Like, he's just out here wearing skirts, bro. Like, this is wild, bro.
I think this is just indicative that men would like we'll take the path of least resistance as long as it gets us some kind of attention from the other opposite sex. He's not wearing a dress to look cool to us. He's wearing a dress to look to women and be like, yo, you accept me, right? Like, listen, I'm down, right? I'm so progressive. I'm so woke. So
this
like, it's
Ty, I got a question. And I got this is for the family too. If you guys get to this part in the pod, like, let me know what you guys do. But Ty, if you are so hypothetical situation, you come home, your wife buys a skirt for your 4-year-old son. And you come home and he's running around the house and he's got like this like red skirt, I don't know, red, green, I don't care. Let's make it rainbow color just to make it the worst case. A rainbow colored skirt. And he's running around playing with his toys. What would be your reaction?
I'm ripping it off of him and I'm throwing him in the trash and I'm cursing her the fuck out. Like, real.
Yeah?
Really? I got an actual real story with this, right? Not addressed, right? But a couple, maybe a year and a half ago, my oldest came, I picked him up from school, whatever. And he came and he had like weave in his hair, but I didn't know, right? Because it was like he was trying to grow his hair out to get braids, and he has like one weekend I saw him, he had his hair was growing. Literally the following weekend he had little braids. I'm thinking like, damn, like maybe his mom was able to catch it because I couldn't tell that it was weave, right? But then I started like touching it or whatever. I'm like, I'm helping him with something, and I'm touching it, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? So I take the shit out, and it's weave in his hair. So I call her, and I'm fucking cussing her. I'm like, yo, are you fucking serious? I'm like, yo, do not put fucking weave in my son's hair. Are you fucking kidding me? Blah, blah. And she's like, listen, I'm sorry. It was just a one-time thing. It ain't blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, yo, I'm snapping. I'm like, yo, listen, I had braids as growing up as a kid, right? But I'm like, yo, you got to go through the phases, right? Like, you got to go through the dusty looking,
the weird looking phase, the Kobe fro. You know what I mean?
It goes into a fro, and then you braid the shit. You don't fucking put weave in it as a boy.
Wild.
That's not what the fuck. So I'm snapping on her ass. I was like, yo, do not fucking do this shit again. Seriously. So then, so she's like, okay, like it's not that serious. Blah, blah. I'm like, it's that serious to me. I'm like, yo, if I see him with this again, there's gonna be a problem, and I snap right then and there, right? So like I don't play that shit, and I'm like, yo, what else? So I think maybe like 3 weeks later, I have them, and he got real braids this time, right? But they little piece of shit Jones, right? And what they should be, right? That's how they grow.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, okay, I'm looking in his bag or whatever. I'm looking for a do-rag. I see a bonnet. I call her again. I'm like, yo, are you fucking serious? She was like, she's like, I didn't know it was inside the wrapper. So like, I guess maybe she just grabbed something. I don't know, but I was like, yo, don't fucking. I'm like, yo, listen, do not put my. I'm like, do not put my fucking son in weave and do not put my son in a fucking bonnet.
That's crazy, bro.
And then I was like, what's next? A fucking dress? And she was like, oh. So this is real shit. So I do not play that shit, bro. I don't play it at all.
Yo, thank you. Listen, this is why dads are important. Like, I'm sorry if I know this is going to offend the alphabet community, but as straight men, we're saying this is why dads are so important for our young boys. So we can stop BS like this. Because Ty, I could totally see, I feel like this issue would be the one where the mom's just like, baby, it's just a skirt. Why are you tripping?
Right.
He's still, he's still a boy. It doesn't matter. He doesn't think anything. He's just having fun. And as a father, I'm just like, what are you talking about, bro? You tell him that's okay to put on a damn skirt and run around in a skirt. Like, the message that it sends to that child to make him comfortable with that, then he's going to want, I feel like it just progresses from there. Pretty soon he's going to want to wear mommy's heels. Yeah. Pretty soon he's going to want to wear wigs. And I'm like, no, we can't, like, this is not okay, And we talked before about those parents who try to raise their kids without gender. They're just like, listen, we're going to give you girl toys, boy toys, and we're going to let you choose what you want to play with. Right. And we're not going to attribute any gender. We're going to raise them gender neutral. Like, I feel like you really mess a kid up psychologically when you start raising them that way. And they grow up to be so awkward when they get to like 5th or 6th grade in kindergarten and they can't really relate. And people are bullying them because they're just the weirdos in the classroom. And sometimes it tends to be the parents with like, the parent always has like green hair and a septum piercing, or like, you know what I mean? Like, you just know the type where you're like, of course you would raise your child like that. You know what I mean?
And they don't know if they're a 6-month-old. I mean, if they're 6-month-old is gender fluid or not. Like,
yeah. With those types of people, like weirdos. But anyway, no, Ty, I'm glad that you took that stance. And to the family, like, what would you do if you came home and your son was in a skirt? Like, your 3-year-old or your 4-year-old was in a skirt because his mom bought it for him. You know what I mean? Like, general question, like, what me and Ty's reaction? Are we wrong? Like, would you agree with us? Like, I don't know, man. I feel like this is why dads are there, because women would be the ones to put their kids in that crap. They'll be the ones to put their boys in this top and think that it's perfectly okay. And that's why I managed to be like, are you crazy? Yeah. Are you crazy? Yeah. Bro, but anyway, the dudes in the skirts, right? Did we deviate? I'm sorry, but
no, we did. I mean, listen, I think we deviated, but it was on topic. It was on. I mean,
okay. This is a lot to unpack here, but fathers, stay in your sons' lives for the love of God. They want us to be gay so bad.
They do,
and we got to fight it. I do believe in the agenda. I do believe they want to make women feminine. Men feminine, and they are making our women very masculine. Yeah. I can't tell if when a black woman talks in Philly, bro, half the time I can't tell if it's a dude or not, because they talk just like niggas, bro. Like, they talk just like us, bro. I'm like, y'all sound like straight hood dudes. Like, so anyway, I'm done. Whatever you got to say, Ty.
Listen, I think we can end it here. Listen, let us know what y'all think, family. Like, comment, subscribe. Are we tripping? Because we get the what they call us last time, Joe?
Bigot podcast. What was it?
Yeah, they said
we try not to get canceled, y'all. Tell us if we tripping.
If we tripping, let us know. Like, if y'all want us to wear skirts next time on No Pick, let us know. Let us know what y'all think, family. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time.
Peace.